Three powers competed for Islamic leadership. The Golden Age continued across multiple empires. But the 4th century would see a new superpower rise in Egypt, and then the unthinkable. Christian Europe would invade. This is 932 to 1032 CE. In 969 CE, the Fatimids conquered Egypt and founded a brand new capital, Cairo. In 970 CE, they built Al-Azhar Mosque and University, which became one of the greatest centers of Islamic learning in history. It still operates today, over 1,000 years later. Cairo grew rapidly into a magnificent city rivaling Baghdad. The Fatimids were Shia Muslims while the Abbasids were Sunni, deepening the divide. But both empires continued producing incredible scholars. In medicine, Ibn Sina, known as Avicenna in the West, wrote the Canon of Medicine around 1025 CE. It became the standard medical textbook in Europe and the Islamic world for 600 years. Meanwhile, in Spain, the Umayyad Caliphate of Córdoba reached its absolute peak. Under Al-Hakam II, who ruled until 976 CE, Córdoba had the largest library in Europe with 400,000 books. Women scholars taught in universities. Muslims, Christians, and Jews lived together in what historians call la convivencia, the coexistence. Al-Zahrawi, the father of surgery, practiced in Córdoba around 1000 CE, inventing over 200 surgical instruments still used today. But after 1009 CE, civil war tore the caliphate apart. By 1031 CE, it collapsed into dozens of small kingdoms called taifas. Spain's unity was shattered, leaving it vulnerable. In the east, a new power emerged, the Seljuk Turks. These Central Asian warriors converted to Islam and began expanding rapidly. They entered Baghdad and took control from the weakened Abbasids. The caliph kept his religious title, but the Seljuks held real power. They were fierce Sunni Muslims and began pushing back against the Fatimids. At the Battle of Manzikert, the Seljuks crushed the Byzantine Empire, opening Anatolia, modern Turkey, to Islam. This shocked Christian Europe. The Byzantine emperor begged the Pope for help. This desperate plea would trigger the Crusades. By 1032 CE, the Muslim world was divided. Fatimids in Egypt, Seljuks in the east, fractured taifas in Spain. Science still flourished, but political unity was gone. Europe was watching, waiting. By 1032 CE, Islam built Cairo, produced medical miracles but lost unity. The Crusades would test everything.